Hey guys, Jared here with a Gameovation conversation video, sorry I almost forgot what I was going to say then, where me and T are going to be discussing our reactions and our thoughts to Nintendo's E3 presentation that has just finished. Just to get our initial thoughts, T, what did you think?
Overall, I was really impressed with what they showed. It was really good. What about yourself?
It's weird because I think when they start with something you're not over the moon with, it kind of sets the tone for you for the rest of it. Even though, like, looking back on all the stuff now, looking back over the list of games you've got to talk about, it's actually quite good, honestly. And you know, I'm just gonna lead on to the first part, which was the Smash Bros. Character. I actually cannot remember his name, which I think gives you a good idea of my opinion of it. Kazuya, what was it? How do you pronounce it?
Kazuya Mishima.
Kazuya, this is what I mean. Like, I'm sorry, for me that this is a complete stinker. I'm sorry, it really is. Like, this like E3, you're expecting a huge character because it's E3. You know, they gave us Banjo and Hero and probably Minecraft Steve. Did they announce it? Did they announce King K. Rool at E3 as well?
Oh, I can't remember. It was a while ago.
It was a while ago, but anyway, the point of E3 is to take huge characters, and I do understand that Tekken is actually a massive game. It is a big game, but for me, I don't know. This character, I don't know, I think we all went in with the expectation of it being a huge third-party character, like either Master Chief or Crash Bandicoot or Rayman or just someone really iconic. And for me, this character doesn't really do anything, honestly. And just looking at the internet's reaction, is a bit of a mixed bag. People aren't over the moon with it, but I don't know. For me, like I said, it set the tone for the very start, and I was a little bit disappointed.
He's the Terry.
Yeah, true. He really is the Terry. Like, I gotta admit as well, like in the trailer, like, didn't look like an overly interesting character either.
He was just dropping people off a cliff, wasn't he?
He was just eating every Smash Bros. Character off the cliff, yeah. So
I initially thought it was Kratos from God of War.
that would have been better, honestly. That would have been way more interesting.
Seeing Ganondorf looked rather dead and thrown off a cliff. I was like, oh.
There's a real sinister undertone to these Smash Bros. Trailers, honestly. Like, a lot of characters are being just killed, straight up murdered.
I think Peach was killed in this one, though. Mario and Luigi are already dead because Ridley and the creepy ghost face and what's his face? Death killed Luigi, and then Peach was thrown off a cliff. Although it did make me laugh at the end of the trailer with Kirby. When he drops Kirby
that was very funny.
Flies up.
Was Peach eaten as well?
I think Peach was eaten. I know Pit was definitely eaten. I'd have to go back and watch it, but I think Peach was.
I'd be mad if it was Peach. I didn't know it was Peach, really? I'd be shocked if it was Peach. Jeez. Well, yeah. So anyway, like we got a lot more to talk about, but overall, quite disappointed with this Smash Bros. Character, and I really hope they pull out of the bag with the final one. Like, I really don't care about this character. I'm already looking forward to the next character being announced. So moving on to the next piece of news, we've got Metroid Dread.
Yes.
What's your first impressions of this then?
I was like, oh, 2D Metroid? Yes, loving it. I find the 3D Metroid rather overwhelming, but I could quite chiefly cope with a 2D Metroid game.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why they're really pushing on this 3D Metroid, because it's just like, it just works better in 2D in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know? The game started as 2D, and now I don't know. It seems to just do better. I don't know. And I'm not a huge Metroid person, as you can probably tell, but I'm just.
I don't mind Metroidvania cell games. Like, I really enjoy Ori and the Will-O-Wisps and the Blind Forest. I really enjoyed Metroid: Samus Returns on the 3DS. And I was been playing through Super Metroid on the Nintendo Switch Online SNES Madubri thing. But I can imagine finding the 3D Metroid. It's quite overwhelming.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, no, I think whenever I've never played a 3D Metroid, but I do agree with that sentiment of they do somewhat look overwhelming. Like, I'm just a bit too scared to pick one up because it just looks like there's a lot going on.
Mm.
Yeah.
But then again,
So
I'm not very confident in my first-person shooters either.
No, yeah. So anyway, moving on to the next piece of news, we have Mario Party Superstars, which is interesting. I thought we were going to get a new Mario Party game, but it just turns out we're getting sort of a mixture of them all, isn't it? Did it say specifically?
The first 3, I believe.
Yeah.
The first 3, and I think some of the minigames are from all of them.
Yeah.
That's how I interpreted what was said.
Yeah. So it's the first 3 with obviously more characters than were in the original 3, which is nice to see. So I was actually playing the new Mario Party game, and we sort of noticed how Birdo wasn't in it, and see Birdo was actually a playable character in this, which is always nice to see.
Birdo needs more love.
Yeah, pardon, sorry?
Birdo needs more love.
Exactly. But yeah, no, like I was expecting a new Mario Party game, but it just, I mean, this is all right, I suppose. Like, yeah?
I do think Super Mario Party was the test for this game, because like Mario Party hadn't been touched for years, and they added an online mode, and they made a point of mentioning that in the thing today, in the direct today.
Yeah.
With online mode, play with your friends and randomers, like, yay.
Yeah, finally. Thank you for giving this to us straight away instead of waiting, like...
2 years?
About 2 years, yeah, that's insane to me. I still just laugh at that.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So the next sort of big game that got announced was Warioware Get It Together, which, once again, like I feel so useless in this conversation because I've never played WarioWare, not a game on my radar. Like, I know the people who like it really like it, and I know people have been asking for a new WarioWare game for a long time now. But yeah, it looks fun. It's just a party game, really, isn't it?
Yes and no, sort of. Yeah, well, I suppose party game now because there is like a 2-player mode. However, they aren't mini games such, they are micro games. Like, the games only last between like 3 and 5 seconds to complete this objective. I've played WarioWare Gold, and that's on the 3DS, and that's got like games from like all of the WarioWare games, where you have to do like pretty mundane things like pluck a nose hair or clean your teeth. But you've got to do it fast.
Wow.
Shake up a can of pop, you know, things like that.
Okay.
And there are some micro games in Smash Brothers as well, where you have to like pop the party popper and like dodge like an oncoming vehicle, or don't get buried in the ground with a foot.
Yeah, you know, I say my only experience of WarioWare is through the Smash Bros stage, and that's my only like interaction with WarioWare. So it seems fun, and I'm sure that fans of WarioWare are going to really enjoy that game.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so,
I might pick it up anyway.
Yeah, so also just to mention that we're actually not going to be covering every single game. We're just going to be just touching on the games that really sort of piqued our interests and that we think are worth talking about, which is why it feels like I'm going to be sort of jumping ahead almost to the end of the Direct, where I gotta admit, was hoping that there was going to be the last Smash Bros character announced, because like, we've got one more thing to announce. I was like, oh my god, please give us a Smash Bros character.
It was going to be Zelda. It was going to be Zelda.
Yeah, no, well, yeah, no, and then it was like Zelda stuff. And I gotta admit, so the thing they announced first was the Age of Calamity DLC pack, and I said to myself, I gotta admit, I said to myself, this can't be the last thing they announce, surely.
No.
They can't end on a DLC pack for Hyrule Warriors. Like, come on.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
I'm just saying, like, it's a good game, but it's not like finale worthy, is it? Let's be honest. No. A DLC pack.
So with the DLC pack, which looks quite interesting because you get to play as a Guardian, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Link and Zelda. Shall I carry on?
No, I was gonna say you know more about Hyrule Warriors than I do, so by all means go for it.
Okay, so yeah, you get to play as a Guardian, which is crazy. And Link and Zelda are getting 2 new items, 2 new weapons. Well, Link is getting some sort of like Guardian leg nunchucks, which looks insane, and Zelda is getting the Master Cycle bike. So I'm interested to see how both of them will play.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I saw they really put emphasis on the bike, so I was like, okay, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah, because it was like through like the tease, wasn't it? Like this bike driving towards where it was going.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah.
Next then was they talk about Skyward Sword then, didn't they, for a little bit?
A little bit, yeah.
It was like, don't forget, this is still coming out.
This is still a thing, please buy it. Even though you played this game like however many years ago, please buy this one as well.
10?
10 years ago, jeez. Goodness me. And then we have the oh, sorry, did you want to say something about it?
No, I was just going to go on to the next thing about the Game & Watch, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's literally what I was going to say. And I'm really glad to see this, because first of all, the Game & Watch for this looks really cool. You get 4 Legend of Zelda games, well, technically 3, and then you got a Game & Watch sort of game with a Legend of Zelda skin on it. It looks really cool, and I really hope we start seeing this Game & Watch thing become a trend across all of the Nintendo franchises, because it looks really fun, honestly. What do you think about it?
Yes and no. I think it's good as like a gimmicky thing, but I really hope it doesn't become a mainstay. Like it's nice on like the anniversaries, like Mario's 35th and there was Zelda's 35th. I just not for me.
Really?
I got massive hands.
Do you not like it?
Like it doesn't really appeal to me. I'd rather play them on a console, like on the Switch or whatnot.
That's fair. I think they will just look really cool on like a shelf, you know. Put them on a stand, put it on a shelf. It will look pretty fancy, I think.
I would say, what's the point? But I've got like 80 amiibo sitting behind me.
Yeah, you got so many amiibos. I'm very shocked you don't like this, actually.
Yeah, very true.
And of course, the final thing, the big finale, which I don't think disappointed, is the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 trailer. We have finally given some gameplay footage, and can I just say that it looks absolutely incredible. It did not disappoint, in my opinion.
No, it looks like Link's got quite a few new abilities as well, like more like different runes to use, and the way they get used as well. Like he gets shot up, and he gets like so he goes through the platform. He like swims through the platform. That was interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it looks absolutely wonderful. I didn't get round to playing the first one, so I'm thinking, like, do I bother now, or should I just wait for this one to come out?
It all depends on the plot, really, doesn't it? I think it takes place after the first one.
Yeah, I think that's what we've been led to believe. It takes place like straight afterwards, or not long after the first one. And no, in my opinion, it looks really, really good. It looks absolutely fantastic.
It does look amazing, yeah.
Yeah, and well, sort of like it gave us a lot because we literally had nothing before, but it still didn't give us too much either. I'm still wanting to see more, you know?
Yeah, it was like we're rewarding you for your patience.
Yeah.
Did
it give us a release date or anything?
They just said 2022.
Okay,
so it's next year.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be like, I don't know, late 2022.
Yeah, well, if especially, I'd agree with that because like Legends Arceus or Arceus is coming out early 2022. It's coming out in January, isn't it? And I can't see them wanting to clash. Here's a 3D open world Pokemon game. Here's a 3D open world Zelda game.
Yeah,
pick one.
Considering how well Breath of the Wild did, they're gonna want this one to have its own space, just give it its space and everything. So I think they're gonna chuck it around Christmas time, sort of November, October, maybe.
And it gives them plenty of time of development then as well.
Exactly, and from what we found out from Breath of the Wild 1 is they don't want to be rushed on these.
No.
So if they need more time, they'll take more time. So they're gonna give themselves as much time as possible. And so yeah, I think unfortunately it's gonna take a while till we see it, but I think it'll be worth it.
I think we might have another tease maybe later on in this year.
Yeah, oh no, they're definitely going to be teasing us with this so much up until the release. And yeah, rightfully so, I suppose, because it looks like a great game, and there's still, I know there's still so much more to see.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah.
Yeah, they're really taking their time with it, which I love to see. I love that they're not rushing it, they're not trying to, like, just forcing it, you know, they're naturally letting it happen and giving us stuff when they're ready to give us stuff.
Yeah, like they did say then at the end then that we are working on other things which you can't show yet, but we will show them to you in the future. Oh, it's their effect anyway.
Always love. Cool, well, I do believe that does wrap up our Gameovation conversation, Nintendo's E3 press conference. Thank you so much, T, for joining us, or joining me, whoever. And thank you guys very much for listening, but let us know what you guys think. Did you enjoy today's E3, or were you a little bit disappointed? Be sure to let me know in the comment section below, and be sure to subscribe for all things Nintendo.